You know that book that you finish writing and you put your heart and soul and so much time and energy into? You know what I'm talking about. I got some news for you. My name is Marquessa, and I want to share a tip about pitching the media. You want to listen to this, so pull out a little notebook and get ready for my checklist for pitching the media. First of all, this is what I often hear. Oh, I'm finished with my book. Whew. All right, now that I've done the hard part, the world needs to know about me. So I'm going to make a list of my favorite networks and magazines and periodicals, and I'm going to find a point person, maybe the journalist, and I'm going to write them a personal letter, and I'm going to send them a personal book. Oh, and I'll even sign it. Woo! Not to be funny, but really to be serious, because you know what? These books we write, they're so important. And we write them because we want to help people. But the media needs to know that. So in your pitch, don't, number one on your checklist, don't make it about the book, make it about the problem. Sit down, ask yourself, in this wonderful book that I finished, what's one problem I solved? Just one. What's one problem I solved? So let me give you an example. Let's assume that you have just finished writing a book about love and the journey of finding love and the person you're meant to spend the rest of your life with. Can I tell you something? If you wrote that book, I'd read it. Anyway, you've written this wonderful book. Now, instead of putting it in a nice little envelope and sending it to a journalist and expecting them to do the work, I want you to do the work. I want you to sit down and I want you to say, okay, I know one reason that there are so many single educated women out there, a large percentage of women, you want to add what that number is because they do not sit down and think about what they really want in a partner. So they settle, they sometimes put more into their career than they do into their life mate. So take that, put it into a short little concise sentence. Really be clear on who you're talking about, because it can't be every woman, but the woman that you are trying to reach. And then make sure when you make this pitch that you think about, well, what time of year is it? I don't have to tell you this, but if you're smart, make this pitch around, I don't know, Valentine's Day or somewhere close to it, right? Then, now that you've come up with the problem and the solution, now you can turn around and email it to them and give them short little bullet points. Now, the next thing on your checklist is underneath those bullet points, who are you? What do you do? Why should we care? And keep it concise. Don't throw credentials everywhere. Don't throw degrees and again, the book, although you want to mention that, but really share with us what you do. And speaker is a part of that, but it's not the number one thing. So there's a couple of things I shared. Don't pitch the book, pitch the problem, and be sure to let them know who this is for. Okay? The second one I shared was how to communicate with them via email, via bullet points. And number three, make sure you share who you are, what you do, and why they should care in a concise manner where you can literally share this in 10 seconds or less. And then here's another bullet point on this lovely checklist about pitching the media, more specifically your book. And this is pretty interesting. When it comes to follow-up, which can be pretty darn scary for a lot of folks, they may say, oh, I sent it to them on Monday and I don't know, should I reach out to them tomorrow? I don't want to be a pest. Give it about 24 hours, depending, but you don't want to wait too long because they'll forget about you. So I would say within 24 hours, if you don't hear from them, call them up. Hi, leave a message. I sent you an email about such and such. Put the purpose of the email right in the subject. I wouldn't even mention the book. I'd mention the problem and the solution, and then mention your book within your mini introduction. And make it short. They need to scan it, not read it. Make it short and quick. If they're interested, they will respond to you and ask you for more information, and maybe even set up time for an interview or for you to come into the studio. Oh, that felt good. Now we can finally hear about that wonderful, wonderful book that you put so much time and energy into. My name is Marquessa and I know this information because I was once part of the media. Actually, I still am. Back in the day, in my early years, I was an associate producer for CNN Business News with Lou Dobbs. And now I'm a syndicated columnist. So I know a little bit about this business, and I can't wait to share even more valuable information with you at the upcoming NSA Media Lab. So you want to come there and get ready for the truth. The truth will set you free. Until we meet again, Marquessa here.